With our bags packed, we made our way to the airport in Albuquerque, New Mexico, checked into our flight, and said goodbye to our fair city. After changing planes a couple of times and killing time in the airports, we finally boarded our big flight from New York. Arriving in Doha, somewhat disoriented, we had a bit of time before boarding our last flight to Tanzania. Arriving in Tanzania, we changed US dollars for Tanzanian shillings and got prepared for our safari. Heading out bright and early, we made our way towards Ngorongoro Conservation Area. From the crater's rim, we were able to spy on the wildlife below. Heading west from Ngorongoro, we made our way towards Serengeti National Park, Tanzania's oldest national park. Wildebeest were seen by the many thousands. Zebra are commonly seen in and among the herds. After a drive through the park, we made our way towards a pool of hippos. We sat and observed the hippos for a little while, watching them splash, snort, and roll in the muddy water. From there, our guide had heard of a pride of lions resting until the night under some large acacia trees. Along with a number of other safari vehicles and tour groups, we witnessed approximately 4 cubs, 2 or 3 males, and several adult females. On our way to camp, a small family herd of elephants was seen. We were extremely excited with all the wildlife sightings that we had witnessed on our first day and look forward to the next day. We made our way to camp as sunset approached. Making camp within Serengeti Park, we set our tent, changed our clothes, and had a quick bite to eat tea. Waking bright and early before sunrise, having a bit of coffee and a quick breakfast, observing the wildlife from camp, we got ready for our next day's game drive. The cool of the morning gave way to a warmer mid-morning and late afternoon. A herd of African buffalo graze in the cool morning. Herds of wildebeest and zebra, antelope are seen regularly as we drive the many kilometers through the park. Around the rocky outcroppings, we noticed a few rock hyrax basking in the sun, and to our very surprise, a large adult male leopard prowling in the rocks. Our guide patiently waited as the leopard ducked in and out of the rocks, shrubs, and trees for us to get a good view. Before long, the leopard moved into the grass and quickly slipped out of view. Another rocky outcropping and another pride of lions basking in the sun. As we moved through the plains, a serval cat was seen slinking through the grass. We stopped at another pride of lions, this one feeding on a wildebeest kill from the night before. This pride contained several young adult males, 2 or 3 sort of intimidating adult females, and several cubs. As the lions finished stripping the flesh from the wildebeest, we noticed 6 or 7 spotted hyenas waiting patiently in the distance. When the lions are finished with the kill, the hyenas come in and crunch the bones to eat the marrow. We were pretty excited to have witnessed all this. We made our way back to camp and had a quick lunch. After lunch, we made our way towards a swampy region where a Nile crocodile was seen, and then made our way to a nearby hippo pool and took some time to watch them grunt and roll and play. We left the hippo pools and made our way towards the Serengeti park boundary. On our way towards the boundary, a massive herd of wildebeest was encountered. The dust cloud of the herd could be seen from several kilometers away. We estimate at least several 100,000 wildebeest were in this herd, perhaps more. The herd's moving across the plains, following the rains in the green grass. Witnessing this put into perspective just what we have lost in the great bison herds of North America. I couldn't help but be a little saddened at this fact, but in the same moment greatly inspired in having seen these great herds in such a wonderful location and on such a great continent. The wildebeest herd stretched all the way to the horizon, and with the herd came a horde of biting tsetse flies, along with the rich smell of manure. We were not the only observers of the wildebeest. We noticed at least 3 adult cheetah watching them as well. time at Serengeti was nearing its end, and it was time for us to make our way to our next camp at the rim of Ngorongoro crater. Early the next morning, we began our descent into Ngorongoro crater. Passing through a thick fog, we made our way down a steep road. On the floor of the crater, a secretary bird was witnessed collecting sticks for his nearby nest. Before long, many other animals appeared. As we wound our way through the roads, passing through plains, thick forested areas, and even swampy regions. Gazelle, hippopotamus, buffalo, elephant. We were even lucky enough to see the very rare black rhino. And with that, our guided safari came to an end. But our safaris in northern Tanzania had only just begun.